Hi, it's Lauren. It looks like the fans of the Netflix series The Witcher are still very upset at the departure of Henry Cavill, that they are boycotting The Witcher in droves. They have not stopped talking about it. I thought this was going to be a couple of people complaining that they wanted Henry Cavill back, but it looks like there's so many people boycotting it that season 5 might just be the last season. Henry Cavill will not be there because he left in season 3, and the showrunner had to put out a statement on the steps they'll be taking to end the show after season 5. Let's talk about this. Here's a quick synopsis of The Witcher. The Witcher is the Netflix series about 3 main characters: the main Witcher, called Geralt of Rivia, the sorceress Yennefer of Vengerberg, and Princess Ciri. The story of The Witcher follows the story of these 3 characters. There's a lot of beasts and magic and a very intricate story that follow these characters. The Netflix series showrunner is Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich, and the Netflix series is based on the video game series that was developed by CD Projekt Red, and the video game is based on some short stories by a Polish author called Andrzej Sapkowski. The game that the Netflix series is based on has 3 main standalone games, and of course, there are some expansion packs and other spin-off games, but there are 3 main standalone games. So here's the issue. When the Netflix series first started, Henry Cavill was chosen as the lead Witcher, the main Witcher, and he was one of the main characters. A lot of people liked it. All of the fans were very excited and watched the show. A lot of them watched it because of Henry Cavill, okay? I'm just gonna say it. Of course, people watch it for the story. It's a very interesting story, but a lot of people watched it because of Henry Cavill. Because a lot of people believe that Henry brought a lot of character to the movie. He brought a lot of depth to the movie, and that he embodied the character of Geralt to a T, and he was simply irreplaceable. I mean, think about it. Who in Hollywood can play a role that has been so well embodied by Henry Cavill as much as Henry Cavill himself? It's just almost, you can't think of one. Not unless they channel Henry Cavill. So yeah, a lot of people believe that he was just the best character for this particular role. Initially, the story followed the book closely, or the original story closely, but very slowly it started to divert, and there started to be a lot of changes. And we are hearing that Henry did not like that. He started to try to keep the series original to the story, because from what we have heard, he was very excited about the story. He read the books and he was prepared and all of that. But when the Netflix series started to divert from the story a little bit too far, he was not happy about it, and he suggested that he do part of the writing and he be a bigger part of the production process and etc., right? Because he wanted to keep this series original to the story. But that did not land well with Lauren. She did not appreciate it, and there was some friction between Henry and the showrunner, Lauren. Slowly, we started to hear some stories about Henry Cavill being difficult to work with. We also started to hear that he was disrespectful to women, and he does not value their inputs or their creativity, right? We never heard this about Henry Cavill until this Witcher drama started. So a lot of people were skeptical and they were suspicious. They're like, where is all this coming from? Luckily, it did not make that big of a stink to the point of affecting the Netflix series. So the show continued until the end of season 3. The end of season 3, we found out that Henry Cavill was leaving the show and will not be returning. Now, when we first heard this, we heard that he had so many other projects to work with. He had to work on Superman, and that was why he could not do The Witcher as well. But it turns out that that may not have been the case, because now we're hearing that all of this drama is the reason why he is leaving The Witcher. Upon Henry Cavill leaving The Witcher, he was replaced by Liam Hemsworth. When the news was first released that Liam Hemsworth will be replacing Henry Cavill, a lot of people were upset. They were disappointed. They have all these things to say because they wanted Henry Cavill, right? But people were willing to give The Witcher the benefit of doubt. The producers of the Netflix series, they were willing to give them the benefit of doubt. They said, well, he might get into character and actually play the role really well. Well, we are now in season 4, and they have seen Liam try to play the role of the Witcher, and it does not seem to be landing very well with the fans, because they're used to Henry Cavill's maturity, and Henry appeared very rough around the edges. In The Witcher, he was dark, he was very brooding, and Liam does not seem to be projecting these traits very well in his character. A lot of people are complaining that Liam is too young, he's too boyish, he's too fresh, he does not quite embody that mysterious quality that they are used to seeing in Henry Cavill's version as Geralt. And they're not happy about it, and they're starting to boycott the show. A lot of people are boycotting the show, and it's to the point where Lauren Schmidt had to make a statement that The Witcher will end after season 5. Now, whether they planned to end it after season 5 all along, I don't know, because remember, the video game that the Netflix series is based on have 3 main games, and then there's a bunch of spin-off games. So quite frankly, it would have made sense if the Netflix's Witcher were 3 seasons and then they had all these other spin-off shows. That would have made sense if they ended it, at season 3, but they decided to go on, and now they are making a statement that The Witcher will end in season 5, while the other spin-off series will continue. This is a statement that was put on X regarding the ending of The Witcher after season 5. Lauren said, "I think there are so many more stories to be told in the Witcher universe, truly, but I also think you have to step back and accept gracefully the end of this story that we've been telling." That was a statement that was released by Lauren. Now, a lot of people are even upset about this statement because they feel like they could have just brought Henry back if they wanted to continue the series past the 3 seasons, and that they should have agreed to some of his terms so that they can keep the show running for the fans. But it looks like they would rather end this series, a very interesting movie series that people love and enjoy, rather than agree to Henry Cavill's terms. It's also possible that they have tried to call him back to the show and he has declined to do so, perhaps because he has so many more other projects now that he's working on, and he decided not to return. We do not know. However, it's a shame that movie makers would rather allow the movie that is succeeding to end because they cannot come to an agreement with either a cast member or, I don't know, something pertaining to the production and creation of the movie. It's really sad, but it looks like season 5 will be the final season of The Witcher. Of course, there are all these other spin-offs that they have. I recently watched Blood Origin, but I don't know. I need a character to to focus on for me to continue to watch it, and I only watched it briefly, so I don't know, maybe I will try watching it again and see if I can get into it. So yeah, as for Liam Hemsworth, this is not good for him. It's not good for his name. He needs to redeem himself somehow. A lot of people thought he was too skinny in the movie, that the costumes looked baggy on him, and he was just not embodying the character of Geralt the Witcher enough. And I guess he should have done more to roughen himself up a bit more so that he does not seem so boyish and so young and fresh. And I don't know how he's going to redeem himself, but it's not good for an actor to be known as the one that cannot fill the shoes of another actor. It's just not a good look. But this is his first season as Geralt in The Witcher, and who knows, as the series go on, he might make some changes and people may begin to love his character more. But as of right now, a lot of people are not excited to see him. They're boycotting the show, and it is very bad for him. Some people even suggested that they should have gone with Chris Hemsworth instead, and he would be a better match than Liam Hemsworth, because Chris just more closely aligns with the previous Geralt than Liam Hemsworth can. And I kind of see what they're saying, though. I do kind of see it, but Liam just he's like half-baked for this role. That's what it seems like. I don't know if they will actually go ahead and end the series after season 5. It does not seem like she has given a definitive statement. This just feels like her saying, it just felt like Lauren was saying, well, we're recognizing that we may need to take a step back and end the story as it is. I don't know if this is a concrete, yes, we are ending it. I don't know. I'm just not getting that from the statement that she released, but this might be it. This might be the end of the Witcher series, at least the main story. And yeah, that's sad. It's sad that it ended this way. Will you guys be watching season 4 and season 5 of The Witcher? Let me know. I'm still going to watch it because I started The Witcher already, and I am going to watch it till the end. I don't like to watch any movies halfway and not complete it because I need an end to the story. So I'm going to watch it, and yeah, will you guys be watching it? Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.